All right, so in order to find a person's daily calories, we're going to use this thing called resting metabolic rate. And resting metabolic rate calculates the amount of calories a person needs to consume in order to keep their current body weight. This amount of calories is used in the body as energy for digestion, brain activity, blood flow, and basically any other function in order for the body to stay alive. So with resting metabolic rate, there's going to be two different equations, one for males, one for females, and there's three variables in the equation, which is going to be weight, and it's going to be in kilograms, height, which is in centimeters, and age is in years. In order to find kilograms, we just take the weight in pounds and divide it by 2.2. And then to find the height in centimeters, we just find the height in inches and multiply it by 2.54. These two different equations are basically identical, except for the end we add 5 for the males, and for the females we add a negative 161. That's something that is in most personal training textbooks and nutrition textbooks. It's a standard in the industry. One more thing that we're going to also keep in mind too is going to be these numbers here: 1.2, 1.5, 1.75, and 2.3. This information right here is all coming from the questionnaire, which is on slide 8 or slide 25 of this presentation, which is this. These numbers we call the activity factor. And so when the individual fills out the questionnaire, they'll click if they're sedentary, if they're low active, if they're active or very active. Each one of these has their own number. So if they pick sedentary, we'd use 1.2 in a further equation. Or if they clicked low activity, we'd use 1.5, 1.75, or 2.3. So here's just a quick example of a 30-year-old female who's 5'8", 250 pounds, which is 113 kilograms, who does minimal physical activity per week. So I'd consider this person sedentary or low active, but we're just going to go with sedentary. So we're going to use the female equation for resting metabolic rate. And we're going to do 9.99 times 113.6 kilograms plus 6.25 times 172.72 centimeters minus 4.92 times 30 years of age. And then we add the negative 161, which is going to give us 1,955 calories per day. The next step is whenever we include the activity factor. So since this person picked sedentary because they do minimal physical activity per week, we're going to use 1.2, which is right here, 1.2, because they're sedentary. So we're going to take that 1,955, multiply it by 1.2 activity factor, which is going to give us 2,346 calories a day just to stay alive and maintain weight. Now there's 3 different options for users. If the people want to maintain their weight, then we would stop right here at the 2,346. If the person wants to lose weight, then we would subtract anywhere from 500 to 1,000 calories a day from the 2,346 right here. We're just going to round it up for easy math. So this person would eat in between 1,300, which would be on the low side, or the highest they should eat is 1,800 calories a day if they want to lose weight. Now, if they want to gain weight, then we add anywhere between 500 to 1,000 calories, in some cases even more. So once again, if they want to lose weight, we subtract 500 to 1,000 calories. If they want to gain weight, we add 500 to 1,000 calories from this number here, which includes the activity factor. So now that we know how many calories per day there is, this next slide here is going to calculate the amount of protein, carbs, and fats from this 2,300 calories, or excuse me, from the 1,800, because the person wants to lose weight, because she's a 30-year-old female who's 250 pounds. So we're using the same person here. This person wants to lose weight and they want to eat 1,800 calories. So of these total amount of calories, which is 100% of the calories they want, we're going to divide it into a ratio of 40% carbs, 40% protein, and 20% fats. So now we're going to take the 1,800 calories, we're going to multiply it by 40%, and that's going to give us 720 calories from protein and also 720 calories from carbs, because we want that same ratio right there. Then in order to find the fats, we're going to take that number 1,800 and multiply it by 20%, which is 360 calories. So here's another little piece of information right here. This is just found in textbooks. This is scientifically correct variables. Carbs, they have 4 calories per gram. Protein also have 4 calories per gram. And fats have 9 calories per gram. So now, if we want to find the amount of protein in grams, we're going to take the 720 calories that we found up here, and we're going to divide it by 4, because it's 4 calories per gram. So 720 divided by 4 is going to give us 180 grams of protein per day. Also goes the same thing with carbs. 720 calories from carbs right here, divided by 4, because it's 4 calories per gram, 4 calories per gram, is 180 grams of carbs per day. Now we're going to take 360 calories that we found from fats right here, divide that by 9, because it's 9 calories per gram, and we find 40 grams of fat per day. And what I would like to have that displayed is up here on our nutrition nutrition page, and I believe the Today page has it too. As of right now, all we have up here is all the meals added up to give us our protein, carbs, and fats. I would like to also have an area, if not just completely substitute this, by putting the total amount of protein, carbs, and fats on top, and then we subtract from whatever we log. And another thing that's going to... I'm sorry. This is what I was talking about. I didn't notice the camera was down. So up here is going to be the total amount of protein, carbs, and fats, and I would like to subtract it from there. One thing that's going to be really, really important is every week the person has to input their weight. So every week their calories are going to change, because their weight's going to change. So on day one, week 1, this person who weighs 250 pounds, well, on week 2, they might weigh 245 pounds, which is going to change this number right here, which is ultimately going to change the whole entire equation, because it'll no longer be 113.6 kilograms at 250 pounds, because if it was 245, it might be, 110 kilograms. So every week we have to readjust the calories, but we're still going to keep the 40-40-20 ratio at all times. So that's how we calculate the calories per day.